Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly forecast for March 22nd through the 28th. This is going to be for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you happen to stumble upon this video outside of the time I just mentioned, don't worry my dears, you came across the video whenever it was time for you to hear the messages that are in it. Keep in mind this is a general reading, not every single message will resonate, but take what does and leave the rest. So my dears, let's see what we have coming up here. Your first card here is Page of Swords, okay? Page of Swords can be a card about gathering information. So it could be a time in which it's time for us to start going out there and begin to do our research, do our homework. If you've been thinking about, finding a new job or something, it would be time to start looking around. What's out there? What are people asking for? If it's, or you've been thinking about moving or something, you begin to start looking at different areas. You begin to do your research. It's a card about research or taking steps. Page of Swords can also be a lot of the times a card in which others are trying to gather information about us. Okay, so it's sometimes comes up as like a heads up, like be careful or be cautious who you're talking to online or how much information you're sharing with people, especially if you're talking to people online. You could be dealing with someone who is making fake profiles to try to get information. Co-workers might be trying to kind of get information. Maybe they're trying to stir up trouble. So be cautious what you're sharing with people when we see the Page of Swords. Page of Swords for me also tends to be a card that comes up when there's some throat chakra unopening or unblocking, where you're in a situation that you're being encouraged to speak up, to speak your truth, to tell your truth, to be in your truth. Your next card here, Sagittarius, is the Nine of Cups, right? Nine of Cups is a really happy card here, having to do with wishes coming true, wishes being fulfilled. It's also a card that comes up to say that we have to be ready to accept what we're asking for, because there are going to be certain people that might see us as greedy or selfish, or like forgetting where we came from, forgetting the little people, so to speak. So the Nine of Cups is coming up in terms of wish fulfillment, happy changes, and being able to accept that and to know that you deserve to accept the things that you've been working towards, the things that you've been asking for, the changes that you've been trying to bring into your life. Okay, your next card here, Sagittarius, is the High Priestess. This is a major arcana card. Okay, major arcana cards come up when we're at significant crossroads, significant changes. We're coming into a new chapter in our life when we see the major arcana cards. And we're dealing with a situation that is directly connected to something we came here to learn, to succeed, to master. High Priestess is a card about listening to your intuition, being able to go within. It's basically a card that reminds us that all of the answers are already inside of us, right? We don't have to seek so much outward from others. In our intuition, in our gut, there's a lot of information available to us, and it's time to trust ourselves, to be more confident, and to listen to our gut, to our intuition. High Priestess is a very interesting card because for me in my readings, I've also seen it comes up to say that the person I'm reading for is going through a really significant change. Okay, that your chakras are aligning, that they're clearing. There's a really high level of healing that's happening, and connecting with your spiritual gifts and abilities. And in this process, right, there's this beautiful healing energy flowing through your body, and so you begin to attract a lot of people. A lot of people. You begin receiving a lot of attention. So what's happening in that process is that you pretty much become like a candle burning in a dark room, right? You become this light, and Sometimes what happens, moths are attracted to that light and they come rushing in. So you may have people who are all of a sudden really persistent about trying to spend time with you, trying to get you into bed. It doesn't always have to be romantic or a physical. It could be friendships, it could be people wanting your time and your energy as well. But you might realize that all of a sudden people are really kind of gravitating towards you. You do have to be cautious when you're in this energy dealing with people who are, chasing after you really persistently. A lot of the times what's going on is like this is someone who needs to heal and they don't want to do their work, and they just kind of see you as someone that, they're going to attach to, they're going to court, and you're just going to make everything all better, right? So this is a situation that you might have intense attraction, intense desire to, experience the chemistry with certain people. But this is a situation that if you're not cautious, you're going to find yourself dealing with people who are really like energetically, it's going to feel parasitic, after a while, feeding off of your energy. So boundaries are very important. Just because somebody's being very persistent, it doesn't mean that they're ready for something healthy or something stable. So use your judgment, and begin working on having healthy boundaries. Not everybody who wants you gets to have you, okay? And that's the High Priestess in a nutshell for me. The next card here, my darlings, is the Two of Cups. And, I know Two of Cups is seen as a true love soulmate kind of card, right? Like, finding your match, finding your soulmate, happy, healthy relationship. And that can definitely be the message for many of you. Now, those of you who watch my readings, you know that in the weekly forecasts, I try to stay away from love and romance. And I try to apply the cards in other ways, in all the other areas of life. So if you're looking for like a deep love and romance reading, or more of a love and romance reading, you can check out the love videos for March that are linked in the description. The ones for April should be up soon. So yes, obviously this can be a card about, happy romantic relationship, but we're going to also look at the cards here in the ways that they apply outside of relationship. And Two of Cups is going to be a card about exchanging energy. Okay, it's going to be about harmony. For me, it's a card that comes up when, giver meets giver, right? Unfortunately, sometimes when we're kind people, and we try to be there for other people, we try to help them out, we try to, we're generous, we give our time, we give our energy. Unfortunately, a lot of the times what happens is we attract people who just want to come in and all they want to do is take, right? And that can be very frustrating, that can be very hurtful. But the Two of Cups is the kind of energy where, giver meets giver, as I said, right? So not only are you giving or putting energy into situations, into relationships, into people, you're attracting people and situations that are also concerned about what you need, right? They're giving back to you. And these are the kinds of situations and relationships that are going to be able to go on for forever, pretty much, because everyone involved is invested, everyone involved is nurturing and feeding the arrangement or the relationship. So, Sagittarius, if you're frustrated because you feel like you find yourself in situations where, like, you're always the one keeping something going, you're always the one taking initiative, you're always the one, taking steps to keep friendships together or relationships together, know and understand that there's this beautiful shift that's occurring, that you're going to be attracting people who are not just taking, but they're also giving. And so they're coming in and they're taking initiative as well, right? They're taking steps into feeding and nurturing the relationship, the connection as well. So this is harmonious partnerships, right? It doesn't have to be romantic. For some of you, this is going to be happening in your romantic life as well. But like I said, you might want to check out the love readings, which I keep on this channel, I do the love reading separate. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos because some weeks are going to resonate with you more than others. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. Thanks for watching, my dears. Take care.